Louisville Democratic senator is going viral for her impassioned speech about Kentucky's anti-abortion laws.
This bill is a medical sham. It does not follow medicine. It does not even purport to listen to medicine. And for each and every one of my colleagues to be so willing to cast an I vote when what you are doing is putting your finger, putting your knee, putting a gun to women's heads. You are killing women.
That video now has more than 10 million views, and Kentucky State Senator Karen Berg joins me live now with more on this. Senator Berg, thanks for being here. What was your reaction when you saw how far this speech has traveled, and why do you think it's getting so much attention?
Good morning, and first of all, thank you very much for having me on your show this morning. Honestly, I didn't post this speech. I didn't prepare this speech. This was me just venting my frustrations. The reason it went viral is because, honestly, I'm speaking the truth. Honestly, we have legislatures all over this country intentionally choosing to ignore what is safe for women, to ignore what women want and sometimes need for their own safety, and instead insert their own moral values that have nothing to do with healthcare and that honestly are such an overreach of what government is supposed to be doing that people just have to listen. People have to understand. We here in Kentucky have already lost access to abortion. It is gone. Our 2 remaining clinics have closed. A lawsuit has been filed. An injunction has not yet come down. And as of now, we have no legal, safe access to women's reproductive health care in this state.
Now, you're a doctor, a radiologist, and you call this bill a medical sham. Why?
Because the bill, even though it says that it's to protect women and public health, is so antithetical to the actual science that exists at this point. You know, JAMA, the Journal of American Medical Association, just recently published their data that shows, you know, the majority of abortions now in this country are done with medication. Medication-assisted abortion is 54% of abortions performed last year. This is an extremely safe, extremely effective procedure that basically, if you're less than 10 weeks pregnant, you take 2 pills, you start the period, and you terminate the pregnancy. Delaware just passed a law that said this is so safe that we will now let primary care physicians and nurse practitioners dispense this medication. That is how safe this procedure is. But in this state, what they have done is so overregulate this that there is no way to comply. There are no forms that can be filled out. The cabinet is not ready to do it. There are regulations on how you dispose of quote unquote fetal tissue, which is honestly nothing more than heavy menstrual blood. It is just cannot be done. The Cabinet for Health and Family Services estimates that just to come up with the requirements for the clinics to fulfill and then to meet those requirements, minimum cost to the state is going to be $1 million. They do not have the personnel. They do not have the system that has been required. And this is emergency legislation, so it goes into effect yesterday.
Now, Kentucky's Republican Attorney General said he's ready to defend this law, saying that its purpose is to, quote, protect life and promote the health and safety of women. What's your response to that?
I am all in favor of protecting life. That is what I'm a doctor. I have spent my entire life helping people and saving people. That's what we do. But there are 2 potential lives in this situation. There is the life of the mother and then there's the potential life of the fetus. And there are times when those needs will conflict. You can't just go about your day-to-day life saying that there is no potential conflict there. There is. And at that point, you have to make a decision. And I choose, and many of my colleagues believe, that the actual life of the mother overrides the potential life of the fetus until viability, at which point you can't make that choice.
Now, Republican Senator Stephen Meredith also called the legalization of abortion our greatest sin as a country. And he said before voting yes for this that if a mother can kill her own child, what prevents us from killing ourselves and one another? What do you say to those who support this bill for moral reasons?
I say under no circumstances should Stephen Meredith have an abortion. Under no circumstances. And that's the truth. Everybody has a choice. You can choose not to have an abortion. But for those women who, for whatever physical, emotional, psychological, mental reason, feel that between them and their doctors and their significant others, this is the safest, most realistic choice for them to make, they have to be given that choice as well. Your religious beliefs do not get to override my medical decisions.
Now, this law is already being battled in court, so how do you expect this to play out?
Well, we don't know because, I don't know much about the judge that it's in front of. We know that we did not get an injunction yesterday. We do not know if we'll get an injunction today. As of now, we have no access to legal abortion in the state of Kentucky. And our surrounding states do not have the capacity to take care of our women. How is this going to play out? A lot of it's going to depend on the Supreme Court decision. There is a lot writing on that decision. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I was born in 61, Roe v. Wade was 73. We have access to safe, legal abortion for almost my entire life. But I was raised in a medical family, and I remember very well my father, who was a surgeon, teaching me from a young age how dangerous backstreet abortions can be, that it actually kills women. I have actually seen what it looks like inside of a woman who is dying from sepsis from a botched, illegal abortion. And letting women die. I don't even understand how your morals could possibly think that is the appropriate thing to do. Honestly, I do not understand it.
All right, Kentucky State Senator Karenberg, we appreciate your time today. Thank you, Doctor.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.